Hey guys, this is Rumaisah, and I'm going to be interviewing Shaheen.
My name is Shaheen Mesbah, and I am a senior in high school.
Yes, and I'm going to be interviewing her on the topic, the Black Lives Matter
Their
movement.
last words. Their names define a movement. Their deaths a rallying cry for justice. The killing of George Floyd has protesters demanding change, led by Black Lives Matter once again.
It's time for us to stand up in George's name and say, get your knee off our neck.
And let's just get started. So the first question is, did the Black Lives Matter movement change your perspective or POV on Black people?
My perspective did not change of Black people because I never really separated them from other people, and I didn't see the difference in them just because of their color of the skin.
Question is, what do you think about these protests and riots?
No peace! No justice! No peace!
George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up!
For the 56th night in a row. Once they turned violent, federal agents responded with tear gas. The crowd finally leaving early Friday morning. Though the protests have primarily been focused on racism and police brutality, some in attendance say they've taken on a new tone, opposing the federal law enforcement presence in a major American city.
If they're going to be violent, we have to match them.
They are definitely not being discriminatory about what they shoot at you. All they care is that it hits you and it hurts.
Police have accused protesters of throwing Molotov cocktails and other projectiles at agents, actions that critics say warrant a federal response.
These riots are out of control.
Do you think those and these petitions made a difference or even the slightest change?
These protests and riots allowed a mass majority to form and united many people, and it allowed there to be a space where minded people can fight for what they believe is right. And these protests and petitions led to change, and allow people's voices to be heard.
Okay, that's a good one. Then the next question is, how are you an ally to this movement?
I am an ally to this movement because I believe that we should spread awareness, and I'm not against it.
Okay. Did you learn something new from this? If so, what did you learn?
Well, I learned the BLM movement from history classes, and they seem to be informative.
Okay. Last question is, how does the media portray the Black Lives Matter movement?
The media portrays the Black Lives Matter movement as a group which will strip the right from the non-people of color, and it is not that it is only a movement to bring awareness and change the systematic racism in our society.
Okay. And that is all the questions in this interview. Thank you, Shaheen, for being my interviewee and answering these questions.
Of course.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for this interview. Thanks for watching. Yeah. Bye.